Uganda's Constitutional Council, today Wednesday, 3rd of April 2024, has made a big decision to uphold the country's anti-LGBT law that has been described as a draconian law. Just to let you know that this is the most dreaded anti-LGBT law in Africa, and it was under this law when it was passed last year that the government and Uganda was sanctioned at the international community. I'll play the video to see the moment where the judges took their time to uphold it after it was petitioned, because after the law was passed, it was petitioned by some activists who took it to the Constitutional Council, one of the biggest courts in Uganda. And now the Constitutional Council have decided to uphold. And one thing that is striking is that Reuters actually covered the story, but Reuters interviewed only the prosecuting team, that is a team that petitioned the government to revoke the anti-LGBT law, as well as activists, but did not interview the defense counsel, and neither those who were also for the law. This is to tell you how agenda setting is being done by Western media. I want you to watch this video very well.
Uganda's Constitutional Court on Wednesday upheld one of the harshest anti-LGBTQ laws in the world. However, it struck down certain provisions it said were inconsistent with fundamental human rights. Under the Anti-Homosexuality Act, citizens had an obligation to report anyone they suspected of engaging in homosexuality. The court found that this requirement violated individual rights. Petition lawyer Nicholas Opio.
The court today decided that it is legal and lawful to discriminate against LGBTI people. The court today decided that it is legal to exclude the LGBTI community from participating in the affairs of their country, simply on the basis of public sentiments and alleged cultural values. I think it's sad that the court could play to public sentiments and not apply the law. To that extent, I think the court is wrong.
The legislation, adopted in May last year, is among the world's harshest anti-gay laws. It imposes penalties of up to life imprisonment for consensual same-sex relations, and it contains provisions that make so-called aggravated homosexuality an offense punishable by death. Activists say the law has unleashed a torrent of abuse against LGBTQ people, including torture, rape, arrest, and eviction. Activist Eric Ndabula.
The ruling today was disappointing, that is for sure. But it does not make us lose hope. It actually puts us in more energy to ensure that we actually go to the Supreme Court to be able to appeal on what has happened today, because what has happened today is an injustice.
The legislation has been condemned by rights campaigners, and the country has received sanctions from Western nations. The ruling is part of a growing anti-gay crackdown across Africa. Ghana passed stringent anti-gay legislation in February, intensifying restrictions on the rights of LGBTQ people.